Hi, everybody. I'm Adam.
And I'm Michael.
Don't fucking. And today, Mike's going to talk about Good Omens, I guess. Because we're born in Ohio. I feel like that's a more appropriate opening for the show where I'm just like,
You know what?
I guess this is what we're doing.
This is going to definitely be the most bored episode since we were so bored we didn't even do much since the last time we...
I've been busy.
Yeah. Doing what?
I don't even know. Well, we started our bowling league. That was cool.
Yeah, baby. The tree horns unite.
The tree horns. Oh, I forgot to crack this before we started.
Oh,
yeah.
So sexy.
There you go. That's a free sound effect. You can clip it. I don't give a shit.
I do. I want 50% of the proceeds.
For something they could do for like 50 cents.
It could be that exact noise is exactly how they wanted it, and they just can't seem to replicate it.
Well, if you would like to replicate this, get LaCroix.
That sounds disgusting.
Pamplemousse.
That sounds even worse.
Pamplemousse.
What the fuck is
by LaCroix?
What the fuck?
We're not sponsored.
But we should
Pamplemousse is like a fancy word for grapefruit.
Oh, yuck. Anyway. Good Omens.
Yeah. Some British angels and demons. Is Tennant a demon?
Tennant is the demon. He's Crowley.
He's the demon.
Well, no, there are several, but he's kind of like as I said, I read the book and they follow it pretty damn closely, which was good. That's a good thing.
Okay, this might be jumping ahead, but
Aziraphale is the Michael Sheen's character. He's an angel.
So Zuckerberg is an angel.
What the fuck?
That's what I heard. I heard and that
Aziraphale.
Zyrtec is an angel.
Anyway, to give you
hold on.
I don't. Wait.
I'm jumping ahead probably.
Okay.
I can hear a fucking lawnmower.
I don't know if it was a plane or a lawnmower.
I don't know. I doubt our audience will hear it because there isn't one. You said this series was 6 episodes, right?
Yeah.
Before, I'm referencing things that happened before we started hitting the record button. And it follows a book.
Yeah.
Is it just one book?
As far as I know, Good Omens is one book. If they've done a sequel or
so
whatever.
Is this a limited series in that it's only going to be these 6 episodes, or did they finish the story?
You know, I think it's doing pretty well because I see previews, promos, and shit for it still constantly on television. Mm-hmm. So maybe they'll extend something back. I know Gaiman. I think Gaiman wrote the script for this too. So
did he?
Yeah. So maybe he'll extend it.
But did the 6 episodes cover the book?
Yes.
Okay, that's all. I wanted to know that first.
I will say the book ends, and like I said, if there's a sequel, I just don't know of it. But anyway, it ends. It's about the apocalypse, the biblical term of apocalypse, not a zombie one or something like that.
Right.
The Antichrist being born, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
But the way that it ends in the book and the way that it ends in the show is that nothing's going to stop that from eventually happening. There's another vicious circle that's going to come around again, whether that's in 3 years or, 20. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, maybe they'll do another story with the same actors playing their parts.
Well, I imagine since they're angels and demons, they could come back at any.
Yeah, and they cover that in the show too. That they show them when they were before, like when Adam and Eve, like they do a little flashback stuff, which is kind of entertaining to Adam and Eve stuff. To
so this could almost be like a sequel to Battlestar Galactica, the series, from the angels and demons perspective.
Yes, it could.
Although I think it was just angels in Battlestar Galactica.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But yeah, no, it was. But this is a comedy. It's
I got that from what little I've seen about it.
Yeah. So basically, it's just a general. This will ruin literally nothing for you, because I think they even kind of tell you in the promos. It's just that there's this angel and this demon that have been, Crowley he actually fell. He used to be an angel at one time, but they are not friends side by side through centuries. They just are around each other. One has to do good all the time. The other one has to do bad and try to tempt people and whatever the whole time. So
yeah,
they get to know each other, and they different periods of time. I mean, there's Shakespeare and stuff around in one and whatever else. Anyway, it shows you over time, because they see each other so often, they eventually become
kind of like friends.
Kind of like friends. And so they get together to have some drinks one time, now in the present day, and they decide that, when the end of the world comes, whenever God decides to end it, that, they don't want the world to end, because Aziraphale likes to collect books, and there won't be any more books, and he likes music, and there won't be the same artists, because all the good artists go to hell. And then Crowley's like, well, if the good guys win, I don't want it to be heaven on earth, because all the good artists are in hell, and we're gonna be listening and having the same shit. Do you think we're gonna have prostitution? Do you think we're gonna have any of this stuff? No. And he's like, then on my side, if it's hell, yeah, we have all the good artists and stuff like that, but it's hell on earth, and that's no fun either. So they both decide that they don't want the world to end. So what is it? Weeks later, I think, from that point in the story, Crowley is the lieutenant demons come to him and tell him this is the Antichrist. You have to drop him off at this hospital. They're going to switch the babies. The Antichrist is going to be given to this American governor who has power, and his family has power. So this kid's going to raise up in a very powerful position and also be the Antichrist. So Crowley drops him off because he's supposed to, because otherwise they're going to kill him. And and then he immediately calls Aziraphale and tells him this just happened. And so they both have this great idea that they're going to follow the Antichrist, stay with him all throughout as he's growing up, and kind of mold him to be a good Antichrist. Like teaching him about love and that you should care for things and whatever else. The whole time.
So they're trying to actually make him into Christ.
Kind of, yes. But because it's Satan's people that are doing this stuff, they have a bunch of dipshits that are doing the work for them. So there's these Antichrist nuns, Satan's nuns that are supposed to switch the babies. Well, they get all confused, and they give the Antichrist to this mom and pop that are like fucking living. They're not in squalor, but they don't make a lot of money. And they're just some general people. And then they accidentally give the governor's kid this normal fucking guy who just is a piece of shit as a person anyway. And for the next 11 years, they're trying to hone the wrong guy. Well, this is so gross. Anyway, it's hilarious. The whole damn thing's really funny. Well, the Antichrist still becomes, he's 11 years old when the end of the world. They start showing you a tick down. A rundown of the time before, 6 days before the end of the world, 6 hours for the end of the world.
Some people might call that a timer or a countdown.
Countdown, thank you. Not a tick down. Anyway, without ruining anything, it gets quite funny. There's some good-natured stuff in it. Tenet is great. So is Michael Sheen, just because Michael Sheen's always great.
Yeah.
But it's very entertaining. It was really well done. It's really well done on a Amazon Prime budget. There's not some spectacular. What's the End of
Days?
Is that the one with
the giant big swinging dick demon at the end?
Nowhere near that type of quality of. There's some supernatural shit that goes down. The effects aren't fully there. Not bad, but not dick swinging. All right. Yeah. But it's entertaining. It's funny. It's a fun story to watch.
All right.
And it's only it's 6 hours of your time. It's like nothing.
That is nothing.
No commercials.
Yeah. Karen and I used to have the no commercials version of Hulu.
Yes.
Because fuck commercials, right?
I hate commercials.
So, but Kara's like, like Spotify, you get Hulu with it now. I don't know if they're still running that. And she pays for Spotify. I'm like, all right. But I was like, but that means we have to go back to commercials. She's like, yeah, but I mean, we get it for free. But there'll be commercials. I fucking hate it.
Oh, I would hate it.
I'm like, take my $12 a month and give me no commercials. I don't care that I'm saving $12 a month.
Now that we're so used to being able to fast forward or not have commercials at all, going back is hell on earth.
Yeah.
It's like I record some shows. Like I record Nosferatu that I'm trying to, which I'm sure is really well done. Most people really like it. But I knew this was going to be a difficult book to make somebody really interested to watch it. The book's okay. It's an okay book. But trying to explain what Christmas Land is with a kind of a vampire that is a vampire, but he is a vampire in a different way. There's no blood sucking. And trying to portray that. And Christmas Land is where he takes the children, which isn't really Christmas Land. And it's just... But anyway, the nice thing is I can fast forward those fucking commercials. Otherwise, I would never sit through that show. Never in a million years. And be on my phone while I'm watching it because I'm so entertained.
Yeah, and the commercials on streaming services just fucking repeat the same ones every commercial fucking
I noticed
break.
Pandora. When I was using Pandora, it was the same fucking commercial.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are they not getting sponsors either?
I don't know, man. I mean, at least for podcasts, I mean, I would think like fucking MeUndies or something with Casper would throw us a bone. They seem to have more money than God because they're on every podcast.
You send us some free fucking underwear, you and I will talk at least 15 minutes about those underwear.
I will dedicate.
We'll even put them on in front of each other.
I'm wearing some right now, and we're not sponsored.
Well, you just fucking ruined it. Don't say that. You heard they were amazingly.
I'll tell them how great. I'll tell everybody how great they are if you send me free underwear.
I would like some free underwear.
Balls in your court.
Those nestled eggs of yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're a boxers man, aren't you?
I do, but I don't like loose-fitting boxers. I like them snug around my legs, not around the package. I don't like it snug around the package. I need to be able to breathe. I feel constricted.
So it sounds like you like boxer briefs, but you just want a hole blown out of the crotch so your dick can swing freely.
If I'm not getting chafing from my jeans, I don't care. Sure. It's not like I have a constant stream of sweat dripping off the tip of my dick, so.
Why do you have that? Why would you have that to begin with?
It's coming down the base, to the tip. And
you
drips.
Sweat down your dick?
No, I'm saying it's not like I do that, so I don't care if my shit's hanging out and touching, jeans or shorts, for example, or my spandex.
Perfect dick puddle in your pants.
Is that
gross?
Is that a thing?
I hope not. If it is, I don't ever want to see it.
If it is, see a doctor. Our listeners, all of you, if you have a dick puddle, go to the doctor.
Yeah, if anybody has a dick puddle, one, let us know. Don't show us. I just want to know if it exists.
We do not want to see it. Yeah. Someone's going to tell me now that they have a dick puddle. Sometimes I do it.
Because people are like, when I sweat, it's all like in my hair, like that's where I sweat, or like, my back is real sweat, or I got swamp ass. Someone's going to be like, yeah, my dick just sweats. It's like, the pop can on a hot day is just condensating around my fucking shaft.
Do you think it counts if it's dripping down from your chest?
No.
Past your
treasure
trail.
That's
to the base.
I was gonna make a metaphor about migration. So the sweat originated at the chest and it trickles down to the dick. It doesn't just become dick sweat.
Right? No, it has to. Yeah, it's a
it
small
first has
journey.
to ask for amnesty at your pubes. Oh shit!
You're right.
To our couple listeners, if you haven't caught on by now, we're done talk about Good Omens. And we're just kind of like eating up air now. So you're getting stories about dick sweat and how much we hate commercials. It sounds like perfect two white guy conversation.
Are we gonna get we're gonna get what do you call those shirts? Bowling shirts, but what are they called? What are those? We should get some.
Jersey? I mean,
Is it a bowling jersey? Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
Can we get bowling tank top jerseys made?
I do not want to wear it. No.
Like-
Okay.
What if it's like
if this dude happens to be a listener, it'd be the biggest coincidence ever. But that one dude that was bowling against us who was wearing a tank top,
Yeah.
he was a smelly.
Oh, was he?
He was definitely a smelly.
Oh.
Okay, if you're gonna wear tank tops in public,
Yeah.
you can't smell.
Oh, I completely agree with that. Absolutely agree. Yeah, you don't do that. That's gross.
But I don't want a tank top for our jersey. I'm hurling a 16-pound ball 20 miles an hour down that fucking lane.
Yeah, you need to throw it like a.
I don't want to be beholden to not smelling
We
by
could
the
keep
end of
deodorant
it.
on one of the stools.
That
man.
dude smelled from the get-go, though.
Actually, no, we can't. No, it can't be a Cheryl deodorant because I won't use that. That
No,
would
you won't.
gross me the
Oh,
fuck
man,
out.
that touched your armpit?
Yeah, I ain't touching it. And when Munson subs, Munson will purposely use my deodorant so that I don't use it again.
I shit you not, he has a community deodorant at work.
That's fucking disgusting. Are you serious?
In case you, well, like, just for, like...
No, there's not just
dudes
for
around
like,
him.
no.
Yeah.
No.
It's there.
It's like using somebody's toothbrush or rubbing your pits with something or anything else. It's fucking disgusting.
I will not say it's like the toothbrush. Toothbrush is way more intimate than deodorant.
Look, it's a
If
body,
it goes in your mouth...
it's a liquid coming off your
Okay,
body.
let me ask you this.
What?
Which is worse? I put my dick in your armpit
Oh,
or I put my dick in your mouth?
Touche.
Yeah.
But we're talking like a step. All right.
I think that's a big step.
I will never unfeel your dick in my armpit. Ever.
Yeah.
It'll be there for the rest of my life.
Yeah, but you also probably wouldn't get the taste of my dick out of your mouth. You'd always know what
Is your
my
dick
dick
not-
tastes like.
Is it not?
I have no idea what my dick tastes like. Little essence of Adam.
Gross.
But I will give Munson props for how the deodorant is stored at the office.
This is grossing me out.
There's like a statue of a bear that you literally can take the torso off and there's a deodorant in there.
That's so stupid.
I think it was like some Old Spice bullshit. Like,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think it's hilarious.
Look, it's hilarious, but okay, the idea is funny, but it can never be used. That's disgusting.
Hey, you got your hang-ups. Other people don't have those.
How can nobody? It's like having.
I wouldn't use just anybody's deodorant.
That's fucking gross, man.
If you weren't weird about it, I would use your deodorant.
Fuck no.
I said if you weren't weird
Okay,
about it.
let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let's say you lift that bear off.
Yeah.
You're really jonesing to get laid, and there's a condom in there. Now, it's not from what you can tell is it's not been used, but it's opened and it's just laying in there. You're gonna fucking use it? That is the equivalent of
No.
deodorant using to me.
It is. Why?
Because you're strapping on to your body something else someone's had on their body.
Okay.
It's fucking gross.
I like that every part of your body is equivalent to each other.
But yeah,
There were things that I would put in under my arm that I would definitely not put in my mouth.
like what?
There's plenty of stuff that I wouldn't put on my dick that I would gladly put under my armpit. But for you, it's like none of it.
No, none of it.
It's all equivalent.
It is all equivalent. The only thing that isn't, no, it's all equivalent because saliva, sperm, armpit juice,
Armpit juice. It's called sweat.
gross.
There's no such thing as armpit
It's
juice.
armpit juice because
It's sweat originating in the armpit.
It's stinky. It's gross.
All sweat stinks.
It's gross. I don't.
You do.
I don't.
You are smelly.
I am not smelly at all.
When you get sweaty,
No, that's
you
not
smell
true.
like a dumpster
That is
fire
not true. That is not true.
that had fucking baby diapers in it.
Now you're really making it up. I sweat just plain water. That's what comes off me.
No,
it's
you
a
don't.
sheen of
There's at least
slick
salt in it.
water.
It's not plain water.
I want you to taste me next time and tell me if I feel
Oh,
salty.
don't you ever say that sentence again. That's disgusting.
I get to dictate where you're going to taste me
No,
and my sweat.
no. Will you stop rubbing your legs together? I can hear you sound like a
They're actually-
fucking
listen,
grasshopper in heat.
They're actually not rubbing together at all.
I can hear
Look
your
underneath
fucking
that table.
pants. I don't want to. I'm not looking under the fucking table. Famous last words. Let me check out under the table. Also, oh, there's a dick.
There's a brain.
Are you nervous? You're like fidgety?
I have a fucking migraine, cocksucker. I'm trying to
I didn't
be
know
lively.
that migraines made people fidgety.
No, it makes me. I'm trying to concentrate on something other than the pain in my head. Thank you for making me bring that up online.
Just pinch your dick.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Why would I pinch my dick?
I won't be able to hear that.
Want to bet?
Jesus.
Did you hear that?
I mean, I feel like we've covered all the important topics.
Yeah.
We're learning a lot about your hang-ups.
Okay, they're not hang-ups.
Sure they are.
Just because you're disgusting.
You won't take a sip of something after your child has a sip of it.
No, that's disgusting.
See? Hang up.
My kids they're like everybody else. They're disgusting. They got their saliva. And
they're made up of you.
I get it.
And your wife.
I don't drink after Claire.
You kiss her?
Yes, I did. I have to. I block that.
Did I hear you start to say the phrase, I have to?
Well, I'm saying I have to share saliva at some point. I just, I don't.
I don't like doing it, but I gotta do it.
I kiss you. Do you? I mean, I don't. You don't see me grossed up by giving you a smooch on the cheek from time to time.
What if I like when you went to do it?
Yeah.
I gave you one of these little side tongue things, and you got a little tip of tongue.
I will never kiss you again. I can tell you that right now.
Duly noted.
What else?
What else can you fucking talk about? I've read about this today.
The Ghostbuster thing?
No, but
Potts is.
Oh no, I've read that the other day.
Okay.
Seems like everybody's coming back,
Sure.
at least allegedly. No, they're going to. Which I don't understand why they're calling this a re-release because it's still in theaters. Endgame is additional footage is being put into it, and for this weekend coming up.
I had no idea.
Not this weekend, or the one after that.
Who has interest in it? Has anybody?
Disney does because they want to get
No,
that.
I'm saying you as a viewer.
They're I almost called you honey.
You did, sweetheart.
When I get frustrated.
You want to call me honey? Oh, you think of Kara when you get frustrated?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Wow.
No, because like whenever I get frustrated with her, I go, oh, honey.
You better not cut that out. I want her to hear. I want her to hear it.
Oh no, she knows. I've done this to my mom, and I was like, oh, I call my mom honey. That's fucking weird.
Yeah, I call her honey too.
Shut the fuck up. No, there's the movie has made $2.7 some odd billion.
But are you going to see this?
Obviously, there are a lot of people interested in the movie. So if they're like, what? They added 10 minutes of stuff I haven't seen. There's motherfuckers going to go see it. I'm not going to go see it.
What? Watch them chase a briefcase around for another 20 fucking minutes? Fuck off.
Yeah.
Watch a few more portals open?
I know we're in the minority of our opinion of the film.
Who can has anybody said to you the reason why they liked the film? What was there to like?
Well, actually, I don't know a ton of people that actually have seen Kyle doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Kevin is always like 4 years behind on movies.
Sure.
The one person I can say that I did talk to I talked to two people that saw it. One really liked it and just didn't care about plot holes. They're hyped to see the characters doing stuff that they wanted to see the characters do. I can get that perspective.
What did they do that he wanted to see them do?
Like certain team ups and
Thor getting fat as fuck and walking around with a raccoon to go see his mom. What part did you see that you're like, fuck yeah, I got to see that?
Oh, it's funny when you say it like that. Walking around with a raccoon to see his mom.
Yeah.
But Rick from work,
yeah,
he wasn't so hopped up on it.
I don't know a lot of people that actually. I'm not sure I know anybody that saw it except for Lainey. I don't think I know anybody else other than you and me. So no, they're lying about these numbers.
They're not.
The movie was
Although,
a fucking
I hope it
waste of
does
time.
pass Avatar, just because I'm tired of Avatar being
Yeah.
on the top of the ship.
I'm tired of it. Wasn't an original story. It just looked pretty.
Avatar.
Yeah, Pocahontas in
Yeah, at
space.
least with the Marvel movies, like, was this, what do I think Endgame was a good film? Not really.
No. Yeah.
But at least they put like a decade or over a decade into it. Avatar was just like, hey, let's take Fern Gully and use new CG technology, and that's going to be our vehicle for this movie.
Sure. I can't
It's
wait
like,
to see the next 3 fucking films of that. And by the way, Terminator, the new one. I know Creep is all balls in because he's a huge Terminator fan.
Yeah.
I
I think it's interesting that that's his franchise.
I didn't know that.
You know? I didn't either.
The first two, I love those movies. But did you watch the trailer?
Yeah.
I could have gave a shit.
There wasn't.
You know what's killing me is quit telling me you're about to pass the torch. Just do the movie and say they're in it. I'll see it then. It's like the Ghostbusters movie. I'm only slightly excited to see that movie because they already told me they're going to pass the torch. How about just don't tell me? Just have the fucking movie show me, and then because you're not going to bum me out ahead of time knowing that that's the last time I'm going to see them doing it. Likely, you know.
I mean, it's the natural. Well, like, there's certain stories that's the only natural progression.
Did you see they're sucking the teat dry on Hunger Games as well? They're doing
Yeah, they're
a
doing
prequel,
a
now?
prequel. Who the fuck gives a shit?
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, the timing's fucking weird.
Yeah. it
Like,
is.
I get the fucking HBO people like being like, okay, we gotta keep this Game of Thrones fucking thing going. Prequel time, bitch. Let's do this. Everybody, give me your pitch. Give me your pitch. That one, don't like that one. That one, yes. These, maybe. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah.
We'll just see how much of this fucking shit that the audience wants. But yeah, like, when the fuck was the last Hunger Games movie? Like,
I think I had to force myself to swallow down the last two, which was a single film movie they made into two.
oh yeah, I forgot that. That's another fucking money grab.
And I read those books too. And at first, I read the first book, and I was like, okay, you know, it was. And then after that, I was like, it got worse, and then it got worse.
See, I'll disagree with that. I think the second book was the best out of all of them.
It was just a repeat of the first book.
It was, but I think it was kind of like Evil Dead, where Evil Dead 2 is basically a reboot of Evil Dead 1.
Yeah.
But I liked Evil Dead 2 better. Like, I feel like the story was like, okay, we're almost there with the first one. Let's do that again, but better. Like, the whole game in the second book was more interesting with the island, how it worked, where they were at or whatever. Like, I thought a lot of the stuff was like way more
I think they moved
thought out.
along too fast, though. I
In
wish
the
it would-
film?
No, for the game. Like when I read that book.
Oh,
No, actually, you're right. I remember liking the second book, entertainment value wise, more in the second book. I remember liking the story overall better in the first book of Hunger Games. And then when I watched the film, I was hoping they were going to spend a little more time them figuring out the pattern, which is what that took a little bit of time in the book. I know it's all movie time bullshit.
that's why I
Just
think like a
saying.
lot of books that are like a series, they should just be a series. Make them into like an HBO series where you actually have the time, because that first movie of the Hunger Games, sucked dick.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It seemed like they were only in the game for a day.
yeah. It did.
In the book, it's like weeks or something.
Yeah, I remember being in some time. Yeah,
It takes time, and it just didn't
Fucking
happen.
characters. Oh Peter. Oh Peter.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, shut the.
I mean, in the third book, like, you tell, like, it just felt like that author did not know how to bring it home. Like, oh man, how the fuck do I get her to decide between PETA and whatever the fucking
Whatever
other
the
guy's
other guy-
name is?
Yeah.
I'll know. I'll have what's his fuck kill her sister with a bomb. Easy choice then, right?
Choice then, yeah.
Yeah, but now PETA's like some weird, like, brainwashed vegetable guy. Not really vegetable, but he's like brainwashed and like.
Yeah, so now she
acts
decides
like
she wants to be on
weird.
her own and just take care of herself the rest of her life.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's how I do it too. That's how I'm doing it now.
taking care of yourself
I'm doing it right. now.
right fucking now. Well, we're coming up on what's typically supposed to be our ending point. We always go longer, but given that we have nothing besides the 10 minutes of Good Omen talk in the beginning, I feel like we should wrap this bad boy up on time.
Oh, right at the that's right now. I have no cool musical whim for an ending, so thank you for bearing with us. I feel like this is about to be I'm about to do some sort of sermon ending preach. Thank you for the time and the food that you've given us, and
You think you're praying right now?
blessings and thanks for listening. Until next time, we're bored in Ohio. That was like a radio. I tried to go deep. Until next time, we're bored in Ohio.
I'm Walter Cronkite.
We should do an entire episode where we're just doing the talks, no matter what the discussion is. Hopefully next time we'll have one. And shitty accents. And what I mean by shitty accents, I mean mine. Yours sound pretty decent most of the time.
I don't know if I can bring...
You just do Sean Connery the whole time. And I'll do Arnold.
No one's going to listen to that shit.